Hi YouTube, it's Denny and I'm here with another video. I wanted to, so my video for my favorites was really long in my eyes, and I wanted to include some unfavorites or products that I was not really liking, and I really should have done individual reviews on these products, but I didn't get to. So I wanted to come on here and show you a few of the products that I have not been loving, that I totally bought and I feel they were a waste of my money. And I also have a note for YouTubers. I'm personally offended when people recommend a product that is awful and they get on here and they turn around and tell people that it's such a great product, go out and buy it, it's this, that, and the other, and it truly doesn't even live up to the standards of what it is. And I feel like YouTubers should stop lying to people and telling them to purchase something. And I don't know if what their motives are is because they're being funded by that company and that sways their opinion on a product. But for people like me who really purchase things because they really think it has a great review, and then to find out that you bought it and it wasn't that great, it's really disappointing, and it discourages you from really watching certain YouTubers, because then you can't really trust their opinion on what they're telling you is a great product. So anyway, that's enough for my rant, but I wanted to show you a few products that I just don't like. So first up, oh my goodness, is this Sensational Lash. Everybody is hyped up about the Sensational Lash, and everyone on YouTube is saying how wonderful and how great and how everything this product really is. And I want to tell you, I wore this twice. The first time I wore it, it does go on smooth. It does really lengthen your lashes, but if you are sensitive to certain mascaras, this will make you want to rip your eyes out. I don't know what's in the formula, and I was one of those people that as soon as it like dried up, it crusted on my eyelashes. They got really hard, and then I had so much flaking. My eyes started to itch really bad, and I wanted to rip my eyes out. So I do not recommend this, and I wish that I would have never even listened to the YouTubers that said it was fantastic. Maybe they don't have sensitive eyes, but maybe they should tell people, hey, if you have sensitive eyes, don't use this formula. And it's not because I want to bash Maybelline, because I love their products. I absolutely want their falsies, the big eyes, is one of my favorite mascaras. I don't have that. Now, I find that when I use waterproof mascara, that also does the same effect. So whatever this formula, and this is not waterproof, whatever that formula is, it's horrible. Flaking, crusting, clumpy. Didn't like it. So I do not recommend that. The next thing that I have not been loving on is this Hard Candy Concealer and Corrector Palette. Now, I didn't see a lot of reviews on this online, but I saw it in the store and I was like, oh, you know, I have areas that I need to correct, so let me go get this. I do not recommend this for a few reasons. One, it is a creamy formula, which I thought was going to be beneficial because powdery would crust, but this actually, when it dries up, if you don't set it real well, or even when you do set it, because I set it with a powder, it creased. I got a lot of creasing under my eye area, and I felt like Hard Candy is hit or miss, so this was definitely a miss. I do not recommend this. If you're looking to get a correcting palette, I'm still looking for one, so if you have any suggestions, please tell me below. The next product that I wanted to talk about was an eye primer. Now, I received this Mika Beauty Cosmetics eye primer, and it is in this pot, and although it really does work, like it keeps your it keeps all of your eyeshadow on your eye, it's a very sticky formula and it's hard to get out of this pot. It's not that I don't like how it works, it's that I don't like the packaging. because I don't like putting my dirty fingers into this pot, then closing it up and having germs create a home in here. So I have issues with the way this is I guess packaged, and also the fact that it's super tacky. Like it's really like putting glue on your eye. I guess this is more for when you want to do a glittery eye. And I just come to the conclusion that I do not like solid formulas when it comes to primers. I like a more liquidy formula like the Urban Decay or like the LA Colors one, or any liquid one, the e.l.f. one. So along with those same concealing sticks and primers and things, I also wanted to mention the eye primer and eye sealer. Now, I bought this, and it's also a solid, and this is an eye primer. It's less sticky than that one, but like I said, I've come to the conclusion that I really don't like solid primers. I had to tug a lot on my eyelid when I was putting this on, and that creates wrinkling, so I don't like that. I like a smoother formula. Now, I will say I did use the liner seal end of this tube, and this I really like. You can make any eyeshadow into a eyeliner, and that I did like. So I guess I like one half, but I don't like the other. Another product that I did not like is this NYX it's Rouge Cream Blush, and it's not the color, it's the texture. I don't like the creaminess of it, and I felt that it was like moving on my cheek. It really wasn't staying put. So also another thing that I don't like in that solid like cream formula. So this was one thing that I did not like. Another thing that I purchased, and it wasn't that I don't like the product or anything, it's more so that I don't like the shape of it. So I purchased this Real Techniques brush, and this one is the retractable kabuki brush, and I thought this was going to be a good brush for my face, but I don't like the length of it. I feel like, I know that kabukis are supposed to be shorter, but this one, the thickness, and then how short this is, and like it's kind of like stubby in like a different way, not stubby enough, I should say. I did not like. Now, the brush itself is a beautiful brush and it actually works, but it's a little too big for my face, and the shape is not something that that I can really have a benefit from. So I'm actually gonna pass this off to one of my friends because it's an expensive brush, and it's a beautiful brush, but it's just not for me. So if you don't like stubby kabuki brushes, I do not recommend that guy. I do have an empty in this video, and not only that is an empty, it's also a product that I do not recommend. So I went out and purchased these e.l.f. makeup remover cleansing cloths because a lot of people were raving about how they were so great and they were going to stockpile these wipes because they were the best invention. Yeah, that. So I did end up finishing the pack because, you know, I need to remove my makeup, but they're really greasy, and not only are they really greasy, they're wet, they're really greasy, and I had to really use 2 or 3 to remove my eye makeup. And when I purchase wipes, and this comes with 20 in a pack, when I'm buying wipes and I have a package of 20 wipes, if I'm using 3 every time I remove my makeup, I'm going to be repurchasing these quite often. And I don't think, for the amount of money and the amount of times that I need to use it, that this is a good or ideal product for my my makeup life, I should say. So I do not recommend this if you are someone who uses a lot of makeup and you use makeup daily, or you use eyeliners that are really long lasting. I can recommend the Pond's brand, because those will remove every smidge of makeup on your face, and those are my go-to product. They might be a little bit more because the package is like $4 or $5, but you get 30 versus $3.20, and I'm using more of these than I would the other. I would recommend those. So that is everything that I wanted to share as my unfavorite, and I'm sorry that it was such a negative type of video, but I just had to put it out there that money is valuable, and your money should be spent on things that are worth buying and worth being in your life. So if a product is something that you're buying because someone is swaying your opinion on it, I would say do your own research, check it out for yourself. Don't listen to what people are really truthfully saying on YouTube when they hype up products. Make your own analysis about it, and if you are gonna go out on a limb and buy something that they are definitely recommending, I would suggest go to a store that allows you to try things first. And if it's not that type of product, if it's a drugstore product, I would say try to get a coupon for it so that you're not wasting a lot of money on something that you're not gonna love. And on the opposite spectrum of that, if you do entirely love it, you will love it even more because you spent less money if you use a coupon for it. So that is everything that I wanted to say, and from my house to yours, as always, love ya.